Hey, Michael Kwan here with Megatech News, reporting from the International CES 2014 in Las Vegas. This is our fourth and final episode from the show, and we're taking a look at devices with screens of all sizes. We're at the Samsung booth, and we already have a pretty good knowledge of the Galaxy Tab and Galaxy Note line from Samsung. We recently reviewed the 2014 edition of the Note 10.1, but now they have the Note Pro with a 12.2-inch screen. I have JP here that's going to run us through some of the key features of the new tablet.
That's right. So the Galaxy Note Pro and the Galaxy Tab Pro actually merges the gap between the fun things that you do with a tablet and the professional aspect of using your tablet at work. And that's one thing that's really cool. So it provides a form factor that you're looking for in a tablet and the performance that you normally find in a portable notebook.
Yeah, and I know that Samsung has a long tradition of offering devices in a wide range of screen sizes. So with the Note Pro, now we have a 12-inch tablet.
That's right. So there's three sizes, 8.4, 10.1, and 12.2. And what first comes to mind when you see the 12.2? It's probably almost the size of a standard sheet of paper. And the big advantage is that now you can open documents that you don't have to pinch or scroll. You can read it with ease. And if you're taking notes by using the Note Pro, then you have a full sheet of paper to take your notes. So that's pretty cool.
And one of the great features that we really liked about the previous Notes was being able to run two applications at the same time side by side, but now with the bigger screen you can go even further.
Absolutely, so the 12.2 allows you to open up to 4 windows. And the nice thing about it is that you can resize all the windows, or you can drag and drop elements from one window to the other using your pen. So that's really, really nice. The resolution of the screen is also very good. It's 2560 by 1600, so even the smallest of characters appear crystal clear, and it's ideal if you want to watch your movies and use it as a tablet for viewing. And
definitely with the higher resolution and the bigger screen, people can come to expect the high-level performance that they've come accustomed to with the Note series.
This uses a 2.3 gigahertz processor, 3 gigs of RAM. It has a built-in memory of 32 gigs, and it has a port for 64 more from micro SD card. So it makes it really, really nice. But what I like too is on the professional side of things is that this has handcom applications that allows you to create documents, spreadsheets, and presentations that are compatible with the software that you usually use in a notebook format.
And when can we expect this to start shipping, and the price point?
There hasn't been any price points disclosed at this time, and the launch is imminent. I think very soon in the following month.
That's great. So that gives you a really quick overview of the new Note Pro here from Samsung. It has a 12.2-inch screen and a whole lot of power, but if you want something even bigger, they have a giant TV for us to have a look at. We've seen the evolution of TVs here at CES over the years, going from 720p to 1080p, and now Samsung has gone even further with a 21:9 aspect ratio curved TV.
That's right. So in my opinion, this is not only the star of our show, but it's the star of CES. Samsung was the first manufacturer to launch UHD curved TVs, and now we have this panoramic 105-inch televisions. That's just amazing. Pretty much matches the resolution or the screen aspect that you see at the movie theater. So now the consumer can sit in his own home in front of a 105-inch of beautiful screen and enjoy the best home entertainment and the best movie experience ever with one of our Samsung TVs.
So I guess the resulting resolution would be in line with the regular UHD, but it's extra wide, so it's over 2,000 pixels tall and over 5,000 pixels wide?
That's what it is. So again, there's no resolution lost. When you're watching a widescreen movie on a 16:9 TV, you obviously have bars on the top and the bottom, so it kind of reduces the vertical resolution. In this case here, you see the picture in its entirety, in its full resolution.
And what would you say would be the main advantage to consumers having a curved display rather than a flat one?
Well, when you're sitting in front of the screen, the closest point is the one direct in front of you. And as your side goes to the edges, the distance increases. By bringing the corners back in and curving the screen, you're now providing an equal radial distance to your eyes, and it creates a more immersive experience.
And this looks like it's just a prototype, but I hear that it could actually be ready for market very soon.
Yes, it is. So during the year, we'll be able to bring this to market. We do have a lot of prototypes in this shows, but this is actually something coming to the market.
I gotta tell you, it's absolutely gorgeous. That's a beautiful curved display here from Samsung. That wraps up our quick tour here at the Samsung booth at CES 2014. You might remember from last year's CES when we got our first glimpse of the Huawei Mate. It was their entry into the phablet market, and what we used to think was the exception has kind of become the norm now. They've upgraded the Zen Mate with the Mate 2 here. It has a 6.1-inch screen with running 720p, has a quad-core 1.6 gigahertz processor, 13 megapixel camera on the back, and is running Android 4.3 with 2 gigabytes of RAM and 16 gigabytes of internal storage. So it is a larger version, and one feature that I thought was really neat is that there's a handy little touch button here that brings up some quick access controls for going back or going to the back to the home screen, some of that, and you can have that persistent through wherever you are in the experience. And one other great feature is that it has something called Simple Mode for people coming from more of a feature phone, so it gives you a really simplified interface. The Huawei Zen Mate 2, you could say, is just an incremental improvement over what we saw last year, but more than anything else, it's demonstrating that phones are getting bigger and bigger, and that's the norm, as opposed to the person who whips out the 6-inch phone isn't really the exception anymore. So that's a quick look at the Huawei Zen Mate 2 here at CES 2014. We're visiting with our friends at ASUS with their new mobile line, and one of the brand new products or product lines that they've announced here is called the ZenFone. I have Nicole here that's going to run us through some of the different sizes, starting maybe with the smallest one here, the ZenFone 4.
We are very pleased to announce our new lineup that for the smartphone only series during CES this year. So as you can see, we have introduced in our press event and as well as in the product showcase room that we have the 4-inch, 5-inch and 6-inch phones. So these are the new lineups, and they all come with Intel CPU. And the difference, the best part about this is that, of course, we always want to work with the best partners in the world to offer the best user experience. So for the ZenFone 4-inch, the best part about it, as you can see, because it comes with 4-inch, so we are targeting at the younger generation, and with 5 different colors, as you might have already seen it. And for the camera, we are also in cooperation with various partners to offer the best camera capabilities. And in terms of the 5-inch, that this will be our focus product of all the lineup, because 5-inch is right now is the mainstream size. And for the 5-inch and also the 6-inch, apart from the difference in size, both of them will support the pen touch and glove touch technology, which is that you can use most of the pens instead of just using the standard stylus to be able to write on the phone itself. And also for glove touch technology, you can also touch the screen easily and open up any apps you'd like to, even when you're wearing gloves.
So with the ZenFone line, one of the big appeals is the price points that you've announced. These may change depending on country, but it starts at a really affordable price point.
Yeah, exactly, because this will be the first time that ASUS entering the smartphone market with a smartphone-only product. So we are offering the competitive price. So for the 4-inch, it comes, the starting point of the 4-inch phone will be $99 USD. And for 5-inch, it's going to be $149, and then for the 6-inch, it will be $199. But of course, it depends on the slightly different SKUs, like in terms of internal storage and RAM, and it also will vary by country. And all of our sales teams are working very closely with potential partners and carriers on bringing this to the markets.
So that's a quick look at the ZenFone lineup, but ASUS also has the lineup that we are already familiar with called the PadFone that combines a smartphone with a tablet. So let's head over there and see what they have new on that end. So we've seen the PadFone lineup before, but now ASUS has a new entry. It's called the PadFone Mini that's a little bit smaller.
Yes, exactly. So as you know, like we have introduced the PadFone concept in different markets already since 2 years ago, and right now we are very pleased to offer the same PadFone concept but with a slightly different form factor, which comes a little bit smaller, but it is still a smartphone transformation into tablet product. So this is the PadFone Mini. It also comes with various prices, so the consumers will be able to choose the best color that match their style. So this product is a 4-inch smartphone that can be transformed into a 7-inch tablet station. And then this one, it comes with Intel CPU. And then as you can see, it also comes with our latest UI. We call it Zen UI. That is more intuitive and then easier for consumer to do any of the customization as long as they wish. And it currently runs on Android 4.3, but when it's available in the market, it will be upgraded to 4.4 KitKat, and that only weighs 376 grams.
So that's a smaller entry into the PadFone lineup, but there's one more new product in the PadFone line that should be really exciting for people on our side of the pond. We've seen some of the ASUS PadFone products in the past, but they haven't really ever had official support in North America. But now ASUS has partnered up with AT&T to bring the PadFone to the United States.
Exactly. We are very pleased and very excited to have this opportunity to collaborate with AT&T to bring this PadFone concept to the United States, because we know, like, since the first introduction 2 years ago, I understand that consumers worldwide, including the United States, have been dying to get this product. So we are very happy that this year is the year that we will be bringing this product to the United States. So as you can see, this is a 5-inch smartphone which can then activate its 9-inch tablet docking station when the phone is docked. And both the smartphone and the tablet station, they all come in Full HD. The best thing about the PadFone is that you can get the best of both worlds in smartphone and tablet mode. And I'm sure that in other PadFone products you have already seen, it offers, we call it a dynamic display feature, that once the phone is docked in, it does not only allow you to have an expanded view, at the same time, all the apps running on the smartphone, the layout will also be auto-adjusted to fit it in the larger display. And on top of that, everything will be stored in the smartphone, including the data as well as the SIM card, so you don't need a separate data plan for your tablet, and there's no need to sync the data between both devices.
Have you announced a launch date for the PadFone X?
This product will most likely to be introduced in the mid of 2014, and of course we will be confirming the pricing and availability details when the day is closer to the launch.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
No problem.
That's a great look at the ZenFone and PadFone lines, but if you're looking for something that's even bigger, a bigger tablet that can dual boot into 2 different OSs, ASUS has some new solutions in that end too. Let's head over there. We've seen some of the other transformer products from ASUS before, and we've seen the ability to have Windows and Android running on the same device, but now it's developed even further with the latest edition, the Transformer Book Duet. I have Chinwen here who can run us through some of the key features.
Yeah, sure. This is our latest Transformer Book Duet TD300, and it's a 13-inch tablet. Like Michael just said, it has 2 OS installed on it. But the difference is that we have the 2 OS installed on the tablet part. So right now you could just enjoy the 2 OS even when it's detached. And also we have the instant switch technology. So when you hit the switch button, it takes you only 4 seconds to switch between 2 OS. And you can always find the switch button on the homepage, either on the Android homepage or on the Windows homepage. So it makes it really easy for you to switch between two OS.
So basically what happens when you're switching from one OS to the other is the active one goes to sleep so that the other one can wake up.
Yeah, exactly. So it's give you the convenience that you could always get back to where you left off. So if you are editing a file or browsing a website in the middle and you switch, and it always takes you back where you left off.
Yeah, so and also comes with the keyboard dock if you wanted more of a traditional laptop-like experience.
Yeah, exactly. The keyboard dock, all the battery is on the tablet part. So the keyboard part gives you like a long-term typing experience, and also the complete ports on the side, and also the extra storage up to 1 TB.
And I also noticed that it's available with up to a Core i7 processor, making it one of the most powerful Android tablets.
Oh yeah, exactly. We're the first one launched the Android tablet on Core i7. So it's not the simulation DualOS, so which means even you're on Android, you could enjoy the full power of Core i7.
And I guess naturally the price is going to vary quite a bit on different configurations, but what would be the starting price point?
The starting price point is at $599 US, and if you're looking for a high resolution display, we have a Full HD IPS panel starts from $699.
And in terms of the launch dates?
In terms of launch date, you will probably see it at the end of Q1, depends on country. Some country will have it later in the beginning of Q2.
Thank you so much, Chinwen. That's a quick overview of the Transformer Book Duet, giving you a 4-in-1 experience in basically one product. But if you wanted an even bigger tablet that can do both Android and Windows, ASUS has a new solution there. So let's head on over. You might remember last year when we were visiting with ASUS and they had the dual boot tablet that was also an all-in-one Windows PC, and now it's been upgraded for 2014 with the new model. I have Nick here that can run us through some of the key features.
Last year we had the P1801, this is the P1802, so it is the updated version for this year. The tablet itself went from Tegra 3 to Tegra 4. The base station got updated to Haswell, and the Wi-Fi got upgraded to 802.11ac. And then the other differences are color-wise and ID-wise is that the back of the tablet has been blacked out, as well as the whole base station, and we still have like the convenient little handstand that you can position how you want, so you can use the tablet on the go. I would say that the one other main feature is that we got so much feedback on the first one that some people wanted to buy the tablet separately, that for this version we are going to make the tablet available separately. So you can buy it separately, and if you did want to set up the Wi-Fi streaming functionality so you could have Windows on the tablet, you could still manually do it yourself, get the SplashTop app installed on your desktop, and download it from the Play Store, and then you could still remote into a Windows system, just your own.
So yeah, as before, when the tablet is on its own, it's primarily an Android device, but you can remote into Windows.
Exactly, and if you buy the Transform All-in-One, everything will be set up for you and configured for you. You'll just make the connection, it'll guide you, and then that way when you pull it off, you can go back and forth between Android and Windows around your house or in your backyard, as long as you're within the Wi-Fi range.
Can you tell me a little bit more about, I guess in terms of pricing and availability for the updated model?
So pricing has not been locked down, but it should be similar to last year's model, and availability is about 2 months from now. So we're looking at around $1099, $1199 in about 2 months.
That sounds great. So that's a good look at one of the biggest tablets that we see here at CES that gives you a lot more function. So that wraps up our coverage here in Las Vegas for the International CES 2014. Make sure you keep it locked to Megatech News for more great stuff for people who love gadgets.